Yo, Sam back here with a new video today, y'all. And today I got some new information and some new entertainment for you guys, right? So you guys know Famous Richard? Everybody know Famous Richard. He was the nigga in Chicago doing that wacky dance, talking about on King David. You know, over there on King David, all, consistently saying that shit. He even ran up on like this kid that was like joking with that nigga, and he beat that kid ass. Like for real, he beat a Like for real, he beat a kid ass, my nigga. That had nothing to do with it. We not even gonna get in that. But King David is in jail, y'all. The nigga been in jail for, I mean not King David, my fault. King Richard has been in jail for like over 6 months, y'all. The nigga been in jail for like 6, 7, 8 months. He said he's supposed to come out January on house arrest. But he ain't have no home to come back to because the background, you need people with good backgrounds and stuff, which makes sense. And he basically calling out Kai Cenat, he calling out Korporate, he calling out all the big YouTubers that he used to so-called talk to or mess with, and he's saying why you ain't pushing the free King Richard. So I guess the title is gonna be maybe free King Richard reacting to the Korporate thing. That's what we're gonna be doing today, y'all. By the way, we're gonna be reacting to the Korporate video because he has seen well, King David had posted. He had somebody post these jail phone calls of him speaking, and they got around the internet. They were just posted, and Korporate had seen it. Now he's reacting to it. We're gonna be reacting to him talking about like the whole process, if he's gonna help him or not, if he's gonna promote him. But there is a reason why they say like big channels aren't like, because the type of broadcast. King Richard, he like gangbanger type of mentality, type shit like that. So that's basically why they say they didn't want to help him. Let's get straight into that, y'all.
I just wanna really kind of touch on this one for a second. I was very surprised to see that he did that. Listen to what he had to say together, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's see. All right, let's uh let's take a listen.
Free famous Richard, man, and I'm
And by
surprised.
the way, this dude DJ UTV, he always be with the rappers and shit. Always be having the low key gangbangers on his couch and shit, talking to him, reviewing them. But yeah, that's basically how we got the information. He called him up in jail. Literally, he called him up while he's in jail.
And I hated that.
And shout out to my boy DJU, good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? He facilitated the interview, and gave, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard that? He facilitated the interview, meaning that he's getting more people to. I learned about it through this interview. Before I watched the King Richard, this video that we're reacting to. Also, let me put my shit in the corner so y'all can see him. Before we even did that, I literally watched this video. I watched like 15 minutes of it.
Saying that King a platform to speak from
Make sure you get out
inside
y'all jack. Look,
the
this a fatty, y'all. It's a little fatty, y'all.
the institution that he's in. So let's continue to listen.
You haven't been getting like any support, you know what I'm saying, online. We did our interview some months back, but it's like, man, we got to get the free famous Richard campaign.
Nobody, bro. No, I'm talking about nobody on King David. Like, that shit hurt my feelings. Like, damn, bro.
I fuck with King Richard off the simple basis. I don't like seeing like us as a black community. I don't like seeing in jail and shit, bruh. Because that's what they want. They want us, our fathers in jail. They want all the good people, or the people that's really trying to get some money and do shit. They want them in jail. All the black people though, that's like that, and it's wrong. It's truly wrong.
Like, I at least thought Donald Trump was gonna pardon me by now. Shit, they pardon young boy, they pardon all these goof ass, they pardon it. Shit, I'm thinking they gonna pardon me. That shit, okay, damn. Like, what the fuck?
You know,
I don't know why you thought that shit. Donald Trump was not parlaying your ass. He was not getting your ass up out of there, my nigga. What is you What the fuck?
After what hurt me though, listen, what hurt me though, like what hurt me for real, like, oh, King Dave, again, like somebody in the rack, for like a real pioneer and shit, folks, like a real pioneer, folks. I told to him and shit, I was trying to get them to, spread love, on some free family religion type shit, help me with my situation. The nigga told me though, like, oh, I can't speak upon you on my platform because people know what you got live for and they trying to. But I'm like, damn. But that was like, I ain't gonna let that shit hurt my heart because folks is one of the reasons.
And I feel like, you know how Kanye is about that shit? Like Kanye, you know, Kanye don't give a fuck about what you gotta say. He don't give a fuck about what the richest white man in the world gotta say. He gonna post what he wanna post and react to what he wanna react to. That's what I love about Kanye.
This is why I started doing this, for King Dave, for that shit bogus as hell. Folks know who he is, for that shit fool as hell, gang. Oh, bro.
Damn, bro. So you say they start looking at you like you the ugly duckling around that motherfucker?
Gang, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't sugarcoat nothing, gang. I fuck with Korporate, for King Dave. I done reached out to my nigga Korporate. He the first nigga to ever give me an opportunity, for. Like, folks and my nigga down.
I ain't even gonna lie, I stopped watching corporate videos. But I used to watch this nigga back in like during COVID times, like 2020, 2021, 2019. I used to always watch this nigga. I used to watch him, DJ Ghost, and a couple other niggas. And it's crazy because I will never forget during that time, Ghost of Tsushima had like it just came out and shit. So I was grinding that shit on the daily. I was grinding Ghost of Tsushima heavy while watching and reacting to while watching these niggas' videos.
Terry was the first nigga that ever really I did a skit with, but like, Korporate, I went on Korporate and shit. I did like the Chicago be like, I think 90, episode 98 or 90 some shit like that, but. And I reached out to bro, man, like I fuck with bro, like all content, all this shit aside, like I fuck with bro is genuinely like a stand up nigga. I fuck with bro in real life. And bro just told me some shit like, damn, gang, like I'm not even trying to promote you, I'm not even, cause it's like your image that you got. What the fuck you mean? If you fuck with me, nigga, show love on King David. Shout out Skinbone though. Skinbone sent me $500 since I've been in jail. Shout out Skinbone, he a real one on King David.
Well, yeah, shout out to Korporate too, man. I'll just say this, bro, in his defense, Korporate got a different type of brand. You feel me? Korporate has a huge brand, and there are some situations I'm sure he would probably have to stay away from in order to protect his brand. You know what I mean? Everything not for everybody. You know what I mean? And he got that Black Chicago beat like, that's one of the...
Man, hold on. Trying on King David. How the fuck saying free famous riches is gonna fuck up your brand, gang? If you seriously fuck with me, bro, like, what type of image I got there on King David? I ain't got no crazy ass image.
I'm saying though, bro.
And I'm not gonna lie. I said that shit a little bit earlier, which I'm understanding where this nigga is saying on the low. Like, he don't really have that much of a crazy image. The only thing I think that's crazy is him trying to like how he pressed that kid or that 18-year-old nigga. He wasn't even a kid. He was 18 years old. And the nigga was like talking about some gangbanger shit, and he's not a gangbanger, you know? So really, I ain't even gonna lie. It wasn't even that nigga fault. It was the kid fault, because why are you going up on niggas talking about you part of this set or you part of this gang, my nigga, and you don't even gangbang. You're not even in a gang, my nigga. You're not even close to that shit. That's how you get done like that. And so, like, I'm not gonna lie, his image is a little crazy, but it's nothing too bad, that couldn't be changed.
He got to protect his brand. That's his business, and you can't get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit, right? Like, you still got Skinbone. You still got deep.
Listen, I done hopped on planes for this nigga, okay? Babe, I done hopped on planes, did all type of shit for this nigga, gang, okay? Babe, nigga, like, I done came literally, folks, dropped everything, came out there, did like, come on, I thought we was locked in, folks, King David, like, I was a nigga with a vision, folks. 3-4 years ago, I was just a nigga with a vision, and that nigga Korporate gave me a chance, opportunity. I just think, like, you be thinking that you be locked in with niggas, but sometimes,
You see how that nigga looking down there? You see how that nigga looking? You see how that nigga looking? That nigga Korporate gave me a chance. That nigga Korporate gave me a chance. That nigga Korporate gave me a chance.
Nigga just fuck with you for your, the internet. I don't know, man. I just feel like niggas ain't really fuck with me, man. Oh, King David. Chicago, the comedians, the content creators, the rap motherfuckers ain't, yelling free me.
My fault for the
They like,
background, y'all.
if it ain't them, they not gonna really, get no fuck. But when they see everybody else with it, doing it, they gonna want to try to get with the movement. They're like, this shit crazy, folks. It can't be like that. It be your own people,
It's
okay?
crazy how
They
this
too
nigga
young to go against
is
each other
in
no more.
jail.
It's like,
Like,
gang, it's
this nigga sound,
2025, folks. Okay,
this nigga
day,
sound
folks.
like
I'll never leave a nigga alone
crazy
feeling
up in
like that.
that
If I
prison,
got myself in this
in
bitch,
that
folks,
prison cell.
I'm gonna get myself out.
And
Cause he
like,
got me before I ain't never needed
the
a nigga
crazy
before
part
me
is,
like
y'all,
that.
like he was talking about, like I watched like a little bit of the early videos of the early segments before this. The nigga was really talking about how he ain't eating in there. His celly smoke K2 all day. Bro, are you serious? Like the niggas in a jail where the cellies are monk. The nigga celly said he smoked K2, my nigga. Y'all gotta go watch this video, or maybe I will react to it. But this shit is crazy, bro. Cause this nigga was saying all types of shit. He was saying a nigga took his booty hole up in there, like, or almost tried to take his booty hole, or mentally sexually assaulted him. Like that nigga was just talking about all types of crazy shit.
Days. I ain't never needed a nigga or no bitch on bro. That shit is fool as hell, folks. If you fuck with me, folks, fuck with me in real life, so don't fuck with me on no internet shit, gang. Shit hit the fan. As soon as I get out there and be in my comments like, damn, you back home? Free you. I knew you was coming back home. Fake as hell, okay? I ain't even gonna lie, I'ma just get the jumping niggas gays, folks. I ain't even on that type of time. I'm gonna just get the jumping niggas gays, though, folks. On King Days, bro. Niggas like, that shit fool as hell, though, bro.
Yeah, man. I understand how it is, man. When you locked up, you need support, and you looking for that support from any and everybody. But when you locked up, bro,
That
you
shit
got
got
to
me high
realize
as hell,
that
y'all.
for those
I ain't even gonna lie, that joint got me high as hell. This room boxed. This room's boxed.
on the outside, life still goes on. You know what I'm saying? People got families to take care of, kids to feed, businesses to run, so don't take it personal, bro. Don't take it personal because you locked up and, they got other stuff going on. I don't want you to take that personal, Famous Richard. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, this nigga said, y'all heard that? Like, this nigga probably in there talking about, well, what about me? Like, damn. My nigga, you really like, this nigga's like a crash out, bro. Like, bro, this nigga's like almost like for real a crash out. That shit is crazy.
Nah, yeah, true. He ain't even the only one, though, so there's a lot of niggas. Cass and that with Kai.
Okay.
Nigga, Kai Sinet. Kai Sinet. Nigga, Kai, what does he have to do with you, my nigga? That nigga Kai is at home laid up with his bitch making videos, nigga. What does he have to do with you? You in a cell, my nigga, with a cell mate. Nigga, like, you living worse, way worse. Like, you need to focus on yourself. Stop talking about constant ed. Stop talking about corporate. Nigga, get yourself up out that situation, homie. This shit crazy.
So,
But still free Famous Richard. We still gonna say free Famous Richard. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. Like, let me, I don't, this is my last time. I don't mean to pause it like that, y'all. But could you imagine, right? This nigga, YNW, we've been saying free YNW Melly for years. We've been saying free YNW Melly for years, my nigga. Niggas have free Young Boy out for at least like years, but Young Boy is like everybody around the world like fuck with Young Boy. So it's like, my nigga, that nigga probably got some debts to pay. He probably gotta go to Europe. That nigga gotta go. Yeah, he gotta go, he gotta go get to working. But
let me start from the top, chat.
see what this nigga gotta say.
So Famous Richard got locked up at one point, right? Now, I didn't know he got locked up.
Nobody knew this
I
nigga
didn't
got
know he
locked up.
got locked up.
Nobody knew.
Um,
bro,
I
I'm gonna
seen
be real with y'all,
someone
bro.
make a
Nobody knew.
post about him being locked up. My boy, I forgot my boy name, but he made a post, and that's when I knew bro was locked up. I'm damn. Now, at some point, somebody was working his page, right? Somebody was working his page and trying to get my number. I could tell that it wasn't him at some point, and they was trying to set up something. They was like, "Send me your number, woo out the bam." I'm just like, "Nay."
Mm-mm.
I moved his shit from primary to general. Fuck is you talking about? I don't know who the fuck that is. Da 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 da. One day, I get a message from his homie, I think, and he was saying that
Bro, my question is why this nigga got multiple waters around, bro? This nigga pulled out with a regular cold ass water bottle. Then this nigga pulled out Fiji water. Like, nigga, your teeth clean as shit, my nigga, too. You ain't about to get into that shit.
famous Richard want to talk to me from, you know what I'm saying, from jail or whatever. I'm still thinking it's somebody finessing, so I just ignore it. Um, Instagram call comes through, and is Richard on the other line, and I think he came through saying some shit like, man, motherfuckers acting funny, woo woo, and I had to tell him like, bro, you know how I'm cut. You know how I'm cut, bro. Like, ain't nothing funny acting about me. Like,
Mm-mm.
I ain't know who was behind your page, G.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody was behind your page a few weeks ago talking about trying to do some type of deal and trying to get my number and all that other shit. And I know it wasn't you. So I ain't know what to think, but on God, blessings. What's good, King?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes into telling me about his situation. I don't remember it word for word, but I
And
know
I'm,
he
I'm
was.
thinking, is this nigga talking about before he went to jail or after he went to jail? Because if this before he went to jail, this nigga think King Richard probably trying to set him up or some shit. But, like, this probably wasn't even like that. This nigga probably genuinely was like, who texted me on this account?
Saying something in regard to having a case, and I guess long story short, they was being petty with the case, and he shouldn't be in there, but they put him in there, and you know it's an injustice, and you know what I'm saying, he just trying to figure shit out and get up out of there. I wouldn't wish jail on any man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't wish jail on any man. So I extended my, you know what I'm saying?
Jail is no joke, y'all,
I
by the way.
extended care. Like, you know, like, man, I hate to see you in there. You know what I'm saying? I pray that, you know what I'm saying, shit get better. I think somebody just sent a sub through. Thank you so much. Um, you know what I'm saying? I pray that, you know what I'm saying, shit get better. You know what I'm saying? And you able to get up out that jam, da da da, woo woo. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like, you know, man, appreciate it, da da da. And then he was talking like, um, about me posting and bringing light to his situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, I've just been reaching out to people to try to see if, you know what I'm saying, I just been reaching out to people to try to see if, you know, they could just bring some awareness to, you know what I'm saying, my situation. Mr. T Baby, thank you so much for that sub. I just want to see if, you know what I'm saying, I'm reaching out to people that could bring some light to this situation because they doing me bogus on King David. They ain't right on King David. This shit, this shit bogus as hell. I'm trying to get out. Woo woo. So I tell them on some real nigga shit, I'm keeping it a buck and a quarter with y'all, G. Motherfuckers that know me in real life know I be on some real nigga activity. For sure, for sure. So I didn't tell him what he wanted to hear. I didn't I didn't try to send him off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I let him know. I'm like, bro, we got to think about all the dynamics surrounding your situation, King. even if it is a situation of where motherfuckers is making sure that you sitting in that, G, you got to think about the things that you have done that could have contributed to the situation that you're in. You was out here trolling the police.
Yo, wait. I forgot this nigga was trolling the police. And this nigga had a gunshot wound go straight past that nigga melon like he grazed that nigga like bad. Bad, y'all. Like I think I could I'ma find that picture and I'ma put it up, y'all. That's crazy.
Real bad. You know what I'm saying? Trolling law enforcement real bad. And then you out here trolling a religious group. Like, you know, I'm talking about going into their places of worship and acting a fucking fool, gang. And with the type of activity,
I never knew this nigga was on this type of timing. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? This nigga King Richard that dangerous? Like I thought this nigga. Wait, hold up. Everything that I said, I take back. You know, I thought this nigga.
that you was partaking in.
Like, you know, because, you know, there always be cool type of gang bangers and shit. There always be cool ones, and there be the weird ones, and there be the hype ones. And then the hype ones, like, that nigga, that nigga motherfucking King Richard. That's how you end up in jail trolling the police. Who trolls the police that could control how long I stay in the jail cell? Stupid ass nigga.
If this is the case that you know what I'm saying, as far as motherfuckers really trying to make sure you stay in there, is that really a surprise, King?
Mm-mm.
Is that really a surprise? Mm-mm. You have things surrounding you that don't help your case.
Mm-hmm.
You have things surrounding you that don't help your case.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about the legal case, but just the case in general of you being in jail. If there was someone, the things that you have surrounding you would even make it hard for a judge to utilize any moral judgment to try to give you a break.
It's true.
And like I told him, my brand is something that's been being worked on for a decade.
Damn.
My brand is not small. It's not minuscule. I've made myself a certain type of name. And I have a certain type of credibility with the people. I'm not saying that I have all the support of everybody. But the people that fuck with me, they fuck with me.
Yo, this nigga spitting some real deal facts, bro. Like, real deal. Like, I over here thought he was about to hop on there talking about free famous Richard and all that shit. Nah, he keeping it $100 with this nigga.
And it has allowed me to have such a voice, and that voice is loud. That voice is loud. And I let him know, if I was to bring this situation to light, what they doing, y'all need to let famous Richard out. Get him up out of there, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? That will also show like I'm condoning the shit that you be on. All he know is that he want to get out of jail. He doesn't have a reason to think about how that will affect anything that I got going on with me doing what he asked me to do. Why would he care? When you on the other side of that wall, all you know is you trying to get up out of there.
Damn, I would've known, nigga. I ain't never been in prison, but damn.
All you know is you trying to get up out of there, and whatever a motherfucker could do to assist, it don't matter what they do. All motherfuckers care about is them getting that shit done.
That's crazy.
At the end of the day. And I'm just like, that's not a good look for me, King. I definitely, you know what I'm saying, pray that you get up out of there. I ain't never been in jail for more than 24 hours.
This nigga said accurate, very structured, factual. Do you see this nigga's chat, bro? This shit is funny, bro.
Few times that I have been arrested, God has allowed me the blessing of being able to bond out. Zeus XP, I appreciate that sub. Blessings. I've been able to bond out. And the one time I was in general population, it was because that particular county had it where you had to go to general pop before you go to bond court. But you better know, as soon as I went to bond court and found out what my bond was, as soon as it was the chance came for me to go get up out that motherfucker, I got up out of there immediately. I've never been in. I don't want to be in there. I don't think that shit cool. When I was in the general pop, I stayed in my cell. Motherfuckers was out there playing Uno cards and shit. I'm not gonna get comfortable in here. I don't want to be in here. There's nothing cool about jail.
There's nothing.
I don't want to.
Do you? This nigga said there niggas is out there playing Uno cards and shit. I'm dead. Yo, I'm gonna be real. I envisioned that shit for a whole 5-10 seconds. I literally seen that shit in my mind. Bro, that shit gotta be. Nah, I would not, bro. I would literally be sitting there talking about guards, play. Like, I would be sitting there like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. There is no way, bro. I agree with this nigga talking about, though. Bond court, instantly.
Want to be in here.
No.
Y'all got me in this motherfucking suit. These big ass drawers. They put you in shit that don't be fitting all the time. The drawers big as hell. The suit big as hell. I don't.
This nigga said the drawers big as hell.
Know how many other motherfuckers that had these drawers on.
On God,
I
though.
can't properly bathe.
That shit
in the
nasty.
menu is horrible. D the Ruler 6, I appreciate that sub. Thank you.
Said the drawers is big
I don't
as
want
hell.
to be in that motherfucker, so I stayed in my cell until it was time to get the fuck up out of there. What he asked me to do would not have done my brand justice. Listening to this king talk, there was a lack of accountability. Whatever your case involved, I wasn't a part of that, King.
Nah.
I wasn't a part of that. I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't even in the same state with you when that happened.
Damn.
As a man, whatever the fuck you do,
That's what I was saying.
on that shit.
I did say that shit
And he
earlier.
in the interview talking about, man, if you really fuck with a nigga, you could do. No, I'm not doing anything that don't make sense for me.
On God, it really don't make no sense. Like, why would he? This nigga made a whole video. I thought he was about to talk about free King Richard. Nigga, this is the roast of King Richard. This nigga Korporate is flaming the fuck out this nigga. He not even flaming him, bro. He giving him some manly advice. Bro, I don't even know what the title of this video. I don't even know what the title of this shit.
Nothing. For sure. Because this brand that I have is what allows me to be able to provide a comfortable life for myself and my kids. And I'd be damned if I let anybody get in the way of that. I'm going to tell you that now. For any reason. And motherfuckers that know me in real life know how I'm coming. I done bonded motherfuckers out. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
If we want to keep it a buck in the court, I just bonded my little brother out 3 weeks ago.
Damn.
If we want to be honest.
Damn.
So all that, that's cool, King. And all that, mentioning about jumping a nigga gate and all that, all I'm going to say is, whatever happens, after you make any attempt to jump my gate, King, whatever happens or doesn't happen is within God's will.
Damn.
But in any case, I understand that when you in that situation, you just swinging. You just trying to get up out. And it puts you in a situation where you'll just get to doing anything. You know what I'm saying? As he stated, I was one of the first people to give him an opportunity. That's what I do. That's what I do. When I see people working, I reach out. And he made some type of comment like, you don't know if, you know what I'm saying, when he worked with me, what the reason was for. I didn't have a reason to work with you, King. We know the size of your brand at that time and the size of mine.
It's
I
true.
had no reason to reach out to you, King.
It's
That
true.
was strictly out of love. Nothing but love.
Yeah.
I saw what you was doing. Man, come on, let's work. Real simple. And
Like,
it's still
and now we not. I did not know corporate put this nigga King Richard on. I mean King Richard on, bro. Really, like, bro, how you really gonna now? This is crazy, y'all. This nigga corporate put that nigga King Richard on the platform on getting views. That's basically what happened.
love even now. I most certainly respect your sentiments, though. In the event that God allows you to get back on the other side of the wall, King, you don't have to worry about me being all in your mentions, talking about you out and all that out the band. I respect it, King. Because at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. You can't please everybody.
Damn, this is bad, bro. Famous Richard is done for, bro. This nigga's actually done for. Because, bro, if you would have stayed down, did your time, stop talking about how the prison food is, talking about I should have been out of here. Like, nigga, you complaining now, nigga, but you complaining about your situation that you put yourself in. So now, this nigga is telling him, bro, you may never see the day of light again. And from what I heard, this nigga, like, must have had some crazy shit on him. Like, he must have did or has some real crazy shit on him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they got the evidence. I don't know any of that. I don't know the nigga case. Just like what he said. But I heard all types of shit. He had a Glock with a switch. All type. I don't know.
And unfortunately, I have made you feel a certain type of way. And it be like that sometimes. You win some and you lose some. You don't ever have to hear from me again, King. Matter of fact, I do you a favor and unfollow you. And make sure that I remove you as a follower. And when you do get out, you don't have to worry about me. Man, bro, da 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 da. When you get out, I wish you nothing but success.
And this is what I was just about to trying to say, bro. Like, you could have got out, boy. You could have made a first day out song. You could have been up there, like he literally up there, like he said, like up there, nigga, or up there, nigga. You could have been up there type shit. You know what I mean? You literally could have been up there, my nigga. If you would have stayed down, you know, waited. I don't know, like it must be bad. I ain't even gonna lie. This nigga case must be horrible. Like he must be never getting out if he want a bond or if he wants some free King Richard help. You know what I mean? The nigga probably just wants some money for the GoFundMe so he can get the bond. Crazy work.
I pray that when you get out, you know exactly how to market your situation and capitalize on it so that all of your numbers across social media are amazing. And that you are able to generate significant money off of that. I wish the best. It don't matter, bro, because at the end of the day, I'm not the type of nigga that's going to be trying to ride your coattail because you raw as hell. You get out and even get bigger than me. You don't have to worry about me coming all in your inbox or trying to link back up, King. That's how I always been. For real, for real. During the course of my journey in entertainment, whenever I came across people that, you know what I'm saying, maybe doing more than me, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And even in some cases, they may have dangled that in front of me to try to get some type of leverage with me. I've always been able to be like, I'm cool. Because at the end of the day, my blessings don't have to be connected to anyone. If someone is doing their shit I don't feel like I need to tap into their blessings because I know God is going to give me mans. And he's going to give me mans in due time. So just because
Honestly, I appreciate that information you said, because like that's like something everybody should use. Like, you know, don't get mad. Don't keep it. You see how he really just talking to niggas about the situation. He told me like more information. I didn't know King Richard was going into churches, like disrespecting the police like that. Like, nigga, you go into churches, first of all. That's something got to be like, bro. You're disrespecting God, bro. God got you in that jail cell for a reason.
a motherfucker is doing they shit without the bam, I'm not finna be banging down doors. Even when I did reach out to Famous Richard to put him, I think he was in 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying? And even that comment that he made in regard to, man, I done hopped on flights with you. With anybody that has worked with me, anybody knows when I reach out about work, it is in a very calm and respectful manner. If you're not available, it's always understood. It's always understood. Perhaps we can do it another time, or if it doesn't work out this time, then I'll catch you the next go round. If bro went through any trouble to make sure to get it to an episode of mine, that's because he wanted to do that, and he knew that it was a project worth putting energy into. If it don't,
All right, bro. So we done with the video. Honestly, let me give me a second, y'all. It's crazy how King Richard is really out here doing that shit, bro. I thought King Richard was like I'm gonna be real with y'all. I thought King Richard was like a normal low down nigga that just be making videos for clout. You know the niggas who just be going out doing shit for clout, and like, you know what I mean? I just thought he was one of them niggas. I didn't know he be disrespecting the police, like over doing crazy shit to the police, like just doing like it don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense, especially because you grown. When you're grown, like I feel like there's rules to life, and that's why he's in that prison cell. You can't go into church acting like that. You disrespecting God, first of all. Anything that you could do that's gonna disrespect God is lethal. And I'm gonna be real with you guys, on a daily basis, people may go through that. People may, you know, repent. But I'm gonna tell you guys gotta try your hardest. Try your hardest, or not to be like end up in that motherfucking jail cell. I'm not gonna say not end up like King Richard, because King Richard, like, he's not a bad dude. The nigga just doing some bad things right now, you know? So it's like, you end up in that jail cell, you gotta be doing some bad things unless you falsely accused, you know? It's just, or like some park, like, I don't know, bro. Anyway, you end up in that jail cell, bro, you just being stupid. You is. I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, we up out of here with it. Like, comments, share, subscribe. My fault, I'm hella zooted. We hotbox the shit out the room. I'm gonna catch the shit. I'm gonna catch y'all later, alright? We out of here.